I've already understood that because these players, especially now we've done the public, them five want to leave thing, they're in no rush to leave. They're going to leave on their terms. That's one thing I've come to terms with. I'm pleased we did it because it makes it, by all means, you're not coming back. But it does do, which it was always going to be. These guys are like, I'm not rushing to help you. Like, I'm not what you think.
Yeah.
Like, I've got my contract. I don't need to rush. Do you know what I'm saying? So we're in trouble, man. We're in
trouble. Flex.
We're in trouble.
Flex,
but when I say trouble, I mean in terms of guys ain't gonna get here till late. Like, I'm talking like season's already started. We've already played the first game against Arsenal. Like,
I can't believe
against Fiorentina a week before.
Flex.
No, because it's not even a me being pestered. Like, oh my god, I'm just looking at it business wise and going, hold on a minute, let's just break it down so there's no emotion involved, bro. We've said all of these five men want to leave. They want to leave, whether they said it or not. We're telling them they can't come back. They're not going to rush. They're going to wait for this. Like James was saying on the red carpet, you wasn't there yesterday, but he's like, a lot of these guys, they want specific clubs. That's what's holding this up. Rashford wants Barcelona. You don't hear about no Villa or no bloody AC Milan or what. He's just going to wait for as long as it takes to get to Barcelona. If it doesn't happen, then actually want specific clubs. So unless it's the last like 2 weeks where it gets to the Sterling territory where you have to just start accepting loans, then Rashi can. But then clubs, guess what? Them clubs will come in. Them clubs will come in for season-long loans. They will.
I think Garnacho's going to end up being a back part of the squad, you know?
No.
Bro. I don't know if he's going to find his where he wants to go.
No,
I think he's going to run out of time. He wants to stay in London, right?
That might have to change.
People ain't got money forever. It's going to...
He wants to stay in the Prem, innit? He wants to stay in the Prem, not necessarily London.
Okay. When that's off the option, when that's not an option anymore, again.
Then you switch up fast because what I think
other clubs are making
maybe Napoli will come in.
Remember when Rashford had AC Milan on his mind, and then after the Kyle Walker job over, like his brother went to link them, man, and then it ended. Do you know what I'm saying,
bro? But what I'm saying is these clubs, we have to remember. Look how Rashford went to Villa in January. Look how that happened. Remember we was on the show. I remember doing it remote. I was in the office and you and Owen were at home, remember? And it was like, oh, can't believe he's going to go Villa. Where did that come from? It just wasn't a thing until it was a thing, bro. Do you know what I mean? Honestly, he just does the siren and says, you know what I mean? So-and-so wants Rashford, and then they just get it. If it goes that long,
it's because these guys are taking risks. These guys are taking major risks. Rashford's going to end up, hopefully, at Barcelona or somewhere mad.
It's still really early for them, though. For them guys who got no future, it's still early. That's what's hurting us. It's not early for us because preseason starts now. But if it's your move, if you've got no future at Man United, your deadline now becomes the 1st of September, mate. That's when I need to move by. Obviously, it'll be better if I was in a team. I could do preseason, but contracts are contracts. They don't always work.
Them man will find a club when we're on tour.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
But that hurts us. That hurts us.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point, bro. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying we're not getting anyone soon because they're not going to move. I don't believe they will. They're going to move when it suits them, and they're going to move like midway to the back end of the window, I think.
But that's why they need to do that Mbeumo deal, because Mbeumo's does like you can. It's not like stopgap, but you can go Xerxes, Mbeumo's, Cunha, and work out who's who's the man for that midfield, because you might have it at home, you might have Rice at home. It could be a Kobe, it could be a Collier, it could be a Gatti. Who's going to be the partner for Bruno is the question. If you know when you start to ask those questions, or you're actually saying Bruno and Cunha in the 10s, and then we have to work out what the plan is. Are you with me? So this is where it gets interesting. Like, how does that go? How do we go about that?
Well, and this is what I mean about the realization of like it can get worse, bro. It can.
When you say get worse, what do you mean?
Like the window developing in this manner, like it can snowball and just become worse. Like it will get worse. The longer it goes where we haven't signed the guys, it gets worse, because then we're starting to say, oh, we think we're going to be better this season, and we've only added Matheus Cunha by the time it's. Do you know what I'm saying?
We better this season. Where'd you get that from? Who told you thought was going to be better this season?
Whoa, then that's getting worse. Then we have to hope for something.
No, but I'm saying
you're hoping you're going to get better, innit? We hope we're going to be better than 15th. That's just a generic default.
Okay, cool. I thought you meant like.
I'm not saying we will.
Better.
No, that's why I'm using the word hope. I'm saying I hope we're better than that, but that's why I'm saying it can get worse.
I don't think it can get worse than the season that we just experienced. I don't think that is possible because that's the season from hell. Do you know what I mean?